spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Cincinnati's offense will go on the attack first. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Caught over the middle. It's Bailey. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Finding open areas. Turning it on. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense will go to work for the 1st time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hawkins. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Oh, they're after him. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He's got it. He gets a block. Man, defender missed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Bailey. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Williams looking for a man. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got some space. Lowers those pads. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense set for a 1st down play. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. On the run, still looking. Fires the pass, intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Bringing it back. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. They'll run for it on third and short. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. On the double. Lasso. Give to the running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
That's caught. It's Scott. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Owls come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Williams will pass. Makes the grab over the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Grab near the sticks. It's Zimmerman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
That's caught. It's Anderson. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Unloads it left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Here's the pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Williams looking for a man. Takes a hit as he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. after the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Bearcats will hustle to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver
makes the grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Buys a little extra time. He'll put, turning it on. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looking downfield on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Finds his tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line, giving 5 on that one.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams will pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. With the catch, it's Hawkins. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds a little space. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Bearcats are on the move.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there.
Wide open spaces. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Bearcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
That play had 6 written all over it, but he drops it in the end zone. Bad break for the offense.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running.
Touchdown, Bearcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Finds his man. It's Card. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He breaks a tackle. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Card. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Williams looking for a man. Got a man, it's Scott.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Off the play fake. Looking left. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They'll try to sneak it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bailey. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Williams will pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown Owls! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wake Forest. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
The short hands, it's Bailey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Skips away from pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it! Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Catch in the middle. It's Favors. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches in there short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
He's going to get loose. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. On the move. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They kick it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Oh, he got loose. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The give from the gun. Plows through the defense.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. And the Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.